at Cleaver Family Farms. 3 acres of produce plus or minus under production. About an acre of that being tomatoes. As you can see on white and black plastic. About 3 different sets of tomatoes put out so they don't come on top of each other. Today's the 13th of August, and some things have went well and some things have went measurably decent. It's all up to management. Big problems here have been water and proper nutrient on this size of a plot, and it is something we will get into. One thing, as you can see, are the row middles have been cleared out, free or void of weeds, either by tillage or spraying and or putting down ground cover. Those are the best ways to get rid of row middle weeds. Here you can see tillage. Here you can see just the weeds taking over through the time. And the weeds can be a huge problem, as it can take you over in less than 2 weeks time, 14 days, 10 to 14 days. One thing in particular is that we have to learn how to manage our weeds a lot better in order to get proper production, and also for aesthetic purposes of the entire plot. Here you have 2 rows of green beans. In the middle you can see the weeds that have grown up in the row middles, and also some weeds in the actual beans too. White plastic can be used for late crops in order to try to expel the heat that bounces off the black plastic, and to allow for putting on a late crop that would take you into October, November, December. Here you see some Swiss chars that are beautiful, side by side with pickling cucumbers and slice your cucumbers. That's beautiful. To have a crop like that in July is something. It takes an awful lot of water to keep that up though. Tomato production, properly done, these tomatoes will be up above the sticks in July. The crop was put in late and under watered and under fertilized, along with also the peppers here, as you can see. They still will produce fruit that is sellable, but the problem is that the fruit is not covered correctly by the foliage, which you will see. You'll see right here, you got a decent sized pepper, still not the largest, but all the other peppers are not up to par. And by the foliage not being huge, you will get sunburn, which will cause a whole bunch of coals to be in your plot, which costs you money. Outside of that, you also will see abortion of your plants, blooms across the top of tomatoes, peppers, in that same family. So we have to do a better job of watering, fertilization early on, even before you put the plants in the beds, while the plants are growing, and also after the plants start fruiting. As you can see, these plants are fruiting heavily. And that causes you to think that you're doing decently, but you're really not. There's a good cluster of tomatoes on each one of these tomato plants, but the fruit is small. You might have some plants that are huge, then you also have smaller fruit on the plant that costs you poundage money.